What ring would be better? He does magic damage, right? I mean, I legitimately don't know. That, well... Maybe... Maybe I'll just throw on this. No, that's a bad idea. Right, you know, let's just try it like this. Okay, they do stand up. Good to know. But they are really easy to run by. Good. So I need to keep him away from that corner because I ran out of smelter wedges. Oh boy. This is not a great start. Doesn't it just increases like physical defense, maybe? Aha! Nope. My oh my. Block some of his attacks. Right, I should definitely be using the stamina shield here. Don't go in that corner. Oh, this is gonna hurt. You know, come over here. What? so bad. That wasn't so bad. That was, however, pretty bad. Let's try this with full HP. I'm not quite ready to start summoning people yet, although I'm sure I'll get there. I'm getting greedy with my attacks. That's not good. Time to change this. Oh, that's not doing much damage. You know, that's not even worth it. How about this? Better than the fireballs, actually. I think I'm better off. I saw my controller screwing up my inputs at the end there too. Ugh. Yeah, the truth be told, this doesn't seem that bad to me. It was made out to be worse than it actually is, I think. You know what? No, come over here. Really doesn't let you heal, though, that's for sure. Okay, I'm ready to try this with a compute summon, I think. No. Scary. Over here, please. I'm doing like half the damage to him I was before. But I'm hitting him more, so I think it works out. Okay, I need to let my stamina recover. Just, don't die on me there. Please. Ow. Stop shooting him and use Estes, you stupid computer. Oh, he did this way earlier this time. Okay, that deals a lot of damage. Damn it! try summoning an NPC that actually fucking heals itself this time. Because I would have had it there had the NPC, you know, not died. I think I don't want to summon more than the one though, because it'll make my hits just not do enough damage. Right, over here, please. I can do this. No, that doesn't work if I don't aim it, though. Use your freaking assness! Oh, I don't think... My gut feeling is that this won't go especially better with two NPCs. Like, what I really need probably is a player. Or, you know, just to get better. But, let's not talk crazy. Oh here, please. No, stay on this side of the room. Right. Ow. Damn it. Right. Let's try 1v1ing him again. Proper balance between different strategies is essential to avoid monotony, or something like that. Over here. I mean, I rolled the wrong way, so I only have myself to blame on that one. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's try that again. You know, if I'm popping humanity every couple battles, I should probably take off my Ring of Binding. But man, screw that. I really do sort of hate this fire sword. I can handle the rest of this fine, but the fire sword is a little bit bullshit. Although even so, the fire sword is sort of bullshit, but it is not like... I've dealt with worse bullshit in Dark Souls. Let's put it that way. The ONS fight, definitely still a lot worse for me. I'm sort of tempted to put the stone ring back on because he has been staggered a couple times. But the only time I've ever noticed that has been, well, NPCs using builds that are really good at staggering, basically. So, I probably am correct in thinking that I cannot stagger him, even if the NPCs can. Over here, please. Yep, rolled right. Well, not right into it, but. Really bad. I wonder. No, I kind of still want that where it was. I can take these off though. Yeah, we're gonna try this. I'm doing more damage. Not like a lot more, though. fail. So was that. I'm still alive? Oh, humans! Okay. Well, that was a waste. We did it! Thank you. That would have taken way longer without the help. I didn't get a wedge, though. I'm gonna just, go ahead and skip past those guys. Okay. We can put this back on. We can put put this back on, and we can put this back on. Let's check out that crown. Crown of the old Iron King who once ruled this land. The king struck below the scorching iron. Sunk below, rather. Met the one whose name must never be repeated and became Icarus Earth. But those events were long ago, and today no one even remembers the king's name. So, let's see. This increases my... Those are just defense. I was hoping this would give me a stat boost like this one, but nope. Looks like it does not. It's kind of mediocre. Doesn't even increase my fire damage. I mean, come on. Right, let's go level up. Wow. Okay. I need about 2,000 more. That's no biggie.
There and
100 agility. Or more dexterity. I think we know the winner here. Now, Smelter Throne, I think? Aha! So many summons. I should do it once for myself. Or at least try to do it once for myself. Cannot reside within a memory for long. Oh no. Salamanders! Yeah, over here, away from the salamander, please. Oh, didn't see you there. Okay. Rusted coin. Yeah, I know how to handle Alloy Knights, I think. Uh, this weapon, however, does not handle salamanders. Let's see. Good thing my fire resistance is so high, because that does not hurt nearly as much as it probably should. Oh, this guy right here. Okay. Oh, there's a hole there. Down we go, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, that's what I get for trying to counterattack you with a weapon that's not long enough to do it. Oh, projectiles. I get it. Damn it. Uh-oh. I could probably go down there and take on those lizards, but, like, why would I inflict that upon myself? I'm concerned that my Estus is a little bit low. What? Oh my. I could try to grind this out, but I don't feel like it. And that's really all it comes down to. I'm sure I could, but frankly, that would be a waste of my time. Can't help but notice you're not using a... Well, I guess that's like a twin blade. We'll go with the Sunbro. Oh, right. Damn it, that's annoying. Definitely lots of good places for me to get summoned. Though, in between weeks. So you know that's nice. Let's see. Ow. Way better at backstabbing than I am. Not that that's really saying much. I am pretty terrible at it. At risk. This thing breaks way too easily. We'll go with the great sword. There's an item down there. It's probably nothing. I certainly don't need a summon to go look down there in any case. Okay, that's not doing any damage. Oh, okay. I'm gonna die. I wasn't really expecting to be impaled, though. That's a pursuer move. Right, well, I'm not gonna pop humanity this time because I want to look at that bottom area. And, well, like I said, no reason to drag a summon down there. It is essentially a detour. Someone should be running at me around now. I've aggroed 3 of them. Shoot. Okay, so this time go over here, because then I only echo the 1. Don't lock onto the damn... For crying out loud. less practice in two-handing. As I suspect it is what I'm going to want to be doing against the boss. If only to discourage myself from trying to block the freaking impalement attack. I'm just playing badly. No other real way to put it but that. But in the case of Lucia's greatsword, she actually has slightly greater range, I think, when she is not two-handing. At least with her regular attack. It's hard to say with the stab, right? Okay. Playing a little bit smarter right now. A little bit. What? I'm not sure what just happened there. I do very much want to kill the salamanders in particular, though, because there's a small chance for them to drop pyromancy. In fact, for that very reason, I feel very tempted to put on the ring for that, But that wouldn't really facilitate me getting through the rest of these assholes. Plus, it's not like I need more Alonne Gauntlet Knights. Or Knight Gauntlets, rather. I know one of you is behind me. There we are. Almost died again. Again. Okay. I don't... There we are. What? I'm a little bit pissed that that's not staggering them, because it really should be. Okay, that was definitely from you. Okay. That was the knight from across the way. It does almost seem like it would be easier to just come down here. But I don't think that's actually the case. I think that is an illusion. Twin Blade +7. That goes up. Okay, I guess we'll try to fight the asshole at the end again. This is not a weapon that I should two-hand. I mean, I can two-hand it, but it makes my effective range lower, even though it lets me attack faster. And the whole reason I like this weapon is that it hits from a mile away. I could switch to a different shield to help me with stamina recovery, though. Right, well... That is just way too fast. Oh no. And I died. You did make it! I'm fighting this asshole! I don't understand how to fight him. Like, conceptually I do, but his attacks are too damn fast. And I can't block all of them, which is problematic. Fortunately, I'm willing to shamelessly summon a whole lot of NPCs, or even better yet, players, if I find any, against him. Unfortunately, I need to get those summons to him. I'll break this stupid thing, so... Oh, it already ran out. They'll probably be fine. I did beat Fume Knight. I did... I didn't do it on my own, but I am pretty happy with how I did perform against it on my own, at least for how much it was built up by other people. Honestly, I think the hype... honestly, I think the fight was a little bit overhyped, but having said that, it was still legitimately a pretty challenging fight. But I tended to have trouble against the Fume Knight once it set its sword on fire. The first half of the fight was actually not that bad. In Dark Souls 2, I'm not sure. The hardest Dark Souls boss is still definitely Ornstein and Smoke for me. Let me think. Oh, I forgot to change my weapon. Whoops. Okay, I shouldn't be blocking against this guy, because eventually he'll try to impale me with his sword, and he'll succeed. Yeah, that attack right there. Right, I'm gonna try something. Oh. Well. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Actually, right now, I'm thinking this asshole is worse than the Fume Knight. If only because it takes so damn long to reach him. Okay, that's what I thought. High resistance. Yeah, I'd say two... I think having one computer summon against this guy would be useful, just as a distraction. Except it's hard to actually get them to reach him. So, it's hard to say for sure. It doesn't help that everyone in here has huge fire resistance, so my pyromancy is pretty useless. We'll try it without the summons again, I think. I hate these guys! So much. Well, because of the layout of this place, and because they're the fucking Alonne Knights, it's actually pretty hard to run past them. They're standing in most of the doorways, and they run pretty fast. Well, I mean, it's literally the Iron Keep all over again. I'm probably going to end up despawning half of these assholes, because that's what I ended up doing against them. Actually, no. I beat the Smelter Demon just before I ended up despawning most of the Alonne Knights right before him. So I can see that happening here as well. Is there a player? Nope. Well, I'll give you another shot, Lori. Although I'm pretty sure you're the one who died first, so maybe I shouldn't have. Oh, I should have backstabbed you. Well. Oh yeah, don't help out or anything, Lori. I'm definitely becoming a little bit bitter over the NPC summons in particular. Because they're pretty useless. Case in point, really. The only area where I know I despawned for sure, that I despawned a lot of the enemies before I got to the boss, was the Times Tower. Thinking about it, there's several areas where I came close, but I didn't quite do it. Honestly though, Alonne Knights are probably one of my least favorite regular enemies. That summon is actually useless. Okay. Gonna fight this guy because he's easy. Like, anywhere I can fight these guys one-on-one, I feel like I should. Present evidence to the contrary. I need to buy more life gems. But you're right. If it's in an area where there's a bunch of them, I really should just try to run by them. No, don't turn around. Side. Oh, like here. Right here is where I should have started trying to run. And this whole fucking area. You know what, though? There's a short grace period in this fight. I can probably pop an Estus before he stands up. I did not change my damn weapon, though. Damn it. I don't want to be using Lucia's sword here. I don't want to stand far away either, because I cannot dodge his rush attack. Well, I legitimately don't think it's possible to run through here without taking any hits, though, is the thing. Okay, let's try the same build I used against the other guy, the Fume Knight. We're gonna pop a humanity, even though I shouldn't, because if there's a human that I can summon, you better believe I'm going to. But the computer is useless. So, yeah. Ran out of stamina at a bad time. Seriously? Damn it. Bye. Right, well, this is not helping. Why the heck not? Okay. Well. Physical damage protection might have helped me get past these guys. Sure. Okay. I hate you so much. Okay. Shit. Please don't... Okay. They don't come all the way down. Good. Oh, come on! The hitbox on that is just straight up bullshit. I wonder if he can be poisoned. Hmm. Immune to poison. Vulnerable against thrusting. Very high dark resistance. He resists basically everything. I do have a thrusting weapon. This does thrusting damage actually, doesn't it? Slash thrust. And this is thrust strike. I don't think that advice necessarily does me much good. I need to buy more stuff. It's just freaking high resistance to everything. Okay. You know what? Well, maybe I should go to the other ring. I don't care about what these guys drop. Yeah, let's go to the other ring. I wonder if I have some better headgear as well. High bashing defense, but I think I need to protect against thrust. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's fix that. There we go. Ow. Okay. I just hate everyone in here. Wait, do I have... No, those are different things, okay? And yet somehow I have only a single pair of Alonne Night boots. Or at least I've only picked up a single pair. I'm sure I have more than one. Right. I'm genuinely starting to get more frustrated, but wait. It despawned already? There's no way I killed that guy a dozen times. I wonder if they have like a reduced timer. Oh, well. Inside of a memory. I don't think so, though, because I totally farmed all of the giants in the various memories of giants. Good farming. One of them should be... Oh, there he is. I think he saw me. No. Maybe not. But yeah, if the way to get to the difficult boss is bothering me more than the boss itself, that's a pretty good indication to me that I should probably just bite the bullet and despawn the assholes. Because it's not even like they're that hard. They're just frustrating. Incredibly frustrating. And honestly, I could use the souls, upgrade this shield I'm using right now a little bit, buy some more, what are they called, right, you know, over here this time. What? Well, no, I know what happened there. I couldn't see it properly because of the pillar, and I ended up getting hit because I didn't dodge in time. That was sort of the geometry's fault, but it was its fault in a way that I could have predicted and did not. Talking of despawning aside, I'm honestly just trying to get to the end of this once so that I can teleport out and use the souls I've collected to buy stuff. Not even to level up, but actually to buy stuff. Well, there go my souls again. Where is that other area where I lost, like, when I was farming the giants, actually? Okay. I really hate Alone Knights so much, though. Now, there's non-regular enemies that I hate more than them. But as far as regular enemies go, they are definitely top of the line. I also farmed the salamanders in, what's it called? In the Forest of the Giants, come to think of it. But I only did that because I was trying to get more pyromancy. Something I cannot say I've been particularly successful with on these ones, but all the pyromancy they drop is really rare drops as far as I know, so that's somewhat understandable. You know, let's just not take any freaky chances. Okay. Of course, I'm not using my shield, admittedly. That does make it a little bit more likely for me to die. But honestly, it's practice I need for against the Alone Knight. Or not the Alone Knight, rather Alone himself. Ow. Yep. Of course. I did eventually despawn all of the Alone Knights in the Iron Keep, but that was mostly out of hate. When I went back to that place to pick up some of the lava boxes, that's when I despawned all of them, and I did it entirely just because, well, actually, it didn't really take much. Only 1 or 2 extra cycles to do it. But it really made me feel good, because I really fucking hate them all. But also because I died a couple times on the lava boxes, and they sure as hell weren't letting me pick those things up safely. That one's gone, but you are not. Actually, if I wanted to, I could pop all of my really big soul items right now as well. I'm probably not going to get a better time to use them, if I'm being honest. Maybe I will do that. After I've despawned a couple more of these assholes. Unfortunately, I don't think this is really great entertainment, but this is just one of those things I have to do. Because, yeah, I'm pretty much done with this area. By which I mean, like, this DLC area, I don't really want to come back here, at least not on screen. I'll probably try to do some summoning. Or rather, get summoned. Same difference. Whatever. A couple times. Oh, nope, don't want to be down here, please. Ow. Salamander, right. Let's deal with that while we're here. Okay, he clearly stopped to grab his sword, which feels a little bit gamey, because he definitely couldn't see me when he did that, so he didn't know I was waiting for him. Which wouldn't be a problem had he pulled out his sword before he came running after me, but he only did it when he was right around the corner from me. Okay, was there one more? No, there wasn't. Okay. Well, the gauntlets are definitely the most common drop. Excuse me. Yes. Give life gems.
Thank you kindly.
And I ran right past it. And you! Upgrade my shield, please. Also, maybe my hat, depending on how much... Depending on how much Titanite I have. For it. Like, Twinkling Titanite, that is. I don't... Titanite chunks are limited, so... I'd rather do this one on Titanite chunks. So many slabs, but not nearly enough chunks. You know, I have enough. It'd be cool if upgrading this increased my the equipment load it gave me as well. But something tells me that's probably not the case. Maybe I'll upgrade these, actually. They're pretty good. And I wear them all the time, instead of only some of the time. I really wish this gave me Life Drain. That'd be cool. But no. Yeah, actually, if I'm gonna throw Titanite chunks on something, or Twinkling Titanite on something, it should be something that I wear all the time. Although, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. 4, 6, 9. Not quite enough to do 2 more items.
I'll be around.
Okay, well, that should be a little bit of an improvement anyway. Now, let's do something cool. This is gonna push me so far... Oh, hey. Rain was a distinguished knight who became infatuated with the Bride of Ash, and settled in this land of smoke and fog. The wondrous soul of this knight can be used to... Yeah. Speaking of... When Nadalia came to this land, I already read that one. This is gonna push me so far over the freaking... the freaking line. I'm probably not going to be able to summon anymore. I'm going to keep these. Just in case.
There until...
Okay. Now what the hell do I level up? I can get another spell slot, but that doesn't actually do me much good, does it? I could increase my equipment load, but I've already pretty much committed to the crap I'm currently wearing. Increasing strength will increase my damage output. And this will help with my pyromancy, but not necessarily... I mean, I'm not even using the fire stuff right now, is the thing. Right, well, let's do that. I think that'll be cool, even if it's not particularly useful. Okay. Yeah, okay. There it is. Oh, I actually do have another spell slot, so I should actually put something in it. But the really cool thing is now these things actually should do more, I think. In theory. No, yeah, like these are 18 now, or these are 9 instead of 8. These are still 4, I guess. Lightning Spear, it has gone up. Probably still useless, though. I really want to use this. Right, well, if I'm just gonna throw in something that's probably useless... Oh, that uses 2 slots? Man... Maybe I should have upped my faith a little bit more, maybe. Or maybe not. I actually can almost use this. I can probably just dump some... You know, let's go do that. Because why the heck not, right? Did I ever give you the dragon egg?
Finally decided?
I guess so. Cool. Raim's helm. Helm worn by the Fume Knight. The rebel Raim, after his defeat at the hands of Vestelt, came to Broom Tower in search of greater strength. When he found it, it came not from a regal father figure like before, but from a newfound mother who gave him true purpose. The implication here is that he had no good armor. Or no, his armor's here. The stuff's just a little out of order. Oh, I was looking for this the other day. I mean, I don't think I really need it now, but what the heck. Never bought any of these. You know, before I spent more, I'm certain that this is going to cost me souls, so... Oh, no. It's a freebie. Cool. Awesome. So now I can waste my money. Souls. Whatever. Same thing.
Cheers.
Okay. Back to the throne. Attune my new miracle. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep them in my inventory. Why not, right? I did notice that I had... there. Okay. Why not? Let's try it with these guys. Let's try it with these guys again. I suspect they will not be very useful. But, whatever. I think I can get them to the end with a lot more HP this time, so that'll help a lot. Are still alive. The thing that really hurts is that it almost got it through here. That one time I had a real person to summon, but then I died. Speaking of, yep, my soul memory is up to nearly 4 million now. Oh boy. Please don't fall down. Thank you. One is probably fine. Okay, let's change my weapon. Oh no. Well, the NPCs definitely have a lot more life this time. Oh, that did not last long at all. Well, that's what I get for having low faith, I guess. Damn it! No, that's not what I wanted. I really wish the computer was smart enough to stand beside me. Oh yes, she used an Estes. Okay, definitely dodge to the right when he does that. Damn it. Double them. That might kill me, actually. Not quite. Let's see. I have no idea. And I still haven't even done the damn smelter demon thing. Okay, that guy's still alive, and of course you're still alive. Oh! Blood needs to run past when there's only two of them. Like, this area is going to be still a bit of a pain. Okay, made it. Damn it. Okay. Popping Estes like crazy. I did it! Yay! On the one hand, I beat you without having to summon someone. On the other hand, I definitely had a much easier time getting a handle on Fume Knight's stuff, or on Fume Knight's pattern than I did on you. Although, in fairness, it was also a much shorter run to Fume Knight. I think the thing that was worse for you easily was the run-up to you. Okay. Oh. The last smelter wedge. No, this is literally where I am right now. I want to go down and use that last smelter wedge. Then I guess it's time to try the freaking... the smelter demon. Ow. Huh. Okay then. Honestly, it doesn't bother me too much, since it's right beside Bonfire. That's why I didn't go to Majula first. Maybe the crown will gain powers after I got the last, after I have got the last fragment of the Rite of Ash, or whatever her name was. Nadalia, I think? Or Or maybe not. I can level up twice for nebulous gains. Let's do that.
Bear until
Maybe I should get a little bit more HP. I'm not going to, but maybe I should. No, what I really need is better armor, but I'm probably not going to do that either. I am, if nothing else, well aware of my vices. That increases curse resist and agility and casting speed. Agility? That increases my agility by 2, though. Right, you know what? Let's increase the power of my pyromancy. and just as importantly, my magic defense. Okay. What does this do? Oh. Oh. Well, that didn't take long. I need a different weapon to handle that horde. Just, well, really, I'm probably going to be using it against, what's it called? Against the Smelter Demon. Who I'm pretty sure is at the end here. Pretty sure. How am I even going to fight the Smelter Demon? Man, I'm not sure if I'm legitimately not sure if I can beat it without summoning someone. I summoned Lucis Teal against it the first time, so... Longer reach than I thought. Yeah, that's not so bad. Not when they get killed by the fireballs, anyway. Huh. That's odd. So I didn't even need to do that, it looks like. Whatever. Or perhaps it will be a shortcut. Going by how these places have been designed for the most part, I sincerely doubt it's a shortcut. Come around the corner, please. So I'm not getting shot by that asshole. There you are. I'm sort of aiming for the legs here because they're the only thing I can actually see. The legs and the health bar, and, well, I just missed aiming for the health bar, so there you go on that one. Okay. Not sure why I didn't dodge there. I guess I just didn't. Hmm. Oh, those are homing. Oh, you came down here. How courteous of you. It's a ghost. Yeah, of course the ghost is shooting at me. It's what they do. Come over here. I'm gonna need to deal with the caster up top as well. Those ghosts are, what? It's pretty serious business. And I don't really want some asshole shooting lightning bolts at me while I'm dealing with one. Even one that presumably does not regenerate. Nope. Oh. Hurry, please. Didn't get hit by the bow. Ow. How do I get up there? I was hoping he would do that. Just come straight at me with his lightning bolts. Ow. Damn it. Come down here. Please. Oh. I never really learned how to fight these guys. Oh. Huh. Right. So that didn't actually seem that bad to me. But it looks like there's an alternate route down. I need to see if I can't find it. Probably involving going past that gate, if I had to guess. Oh, I think I get it. Ow. Okay, that was a massive fail. Okay, so the gate opens when I pull that lever, but it closes. It looks like it closes again. So hopefully I can pull the lever a second time and then it'll open, but I genuinely don't know. One way to find out, I suppose. Because yeah, I'm not running through here with all these assholes in the damn tunnel. Gate closed again. No, I cannot pull this a second time. How are you actually supposed to do this then? I don't think... Because that is certainly the way to get onto the upper layer. Okay, well let's try running past this part. What? Right, I need a 5-minute break, I think. Well, Lori, screw you. You might actually be a human. Yeah, not really a big fan of you either. I bet I can make it through here if someone else pulls the lever. No? It didn't work? Hmm. I guess only I can pull it. There... Right. You know, I kind of wanted to kill you for me. Just, please don't fall down. Right. That made me feel good. But it was probably a waste. Another lever. Hmm. I see. Well, there's an item in there. And an item in there. I kind of want those, but not enough to jeopardize this. I mean, that was my own fault. I cannot seem to use pyromancy right now. Right, you know, I need to... do that anyway. Oh no, that's... Did it just bounce? Right, well... Let's deal with you. could have gone better. Okay. This time I am gonna let the gate close. The gate close because I want the items. A torch and simpletons. I think those are worth it. Maybe not the torch. I have like what, 4 hours of torch? Yeah, 4.5 hours of torch now. Oh, I see. This is the way, I suppose. Did I just get killed by an arrow from the ghost guy? I think I did. Well. Okay. Oh no, not quite. hot on dudes, though. If I just kill everyone in these cages 12 times each, it'll be easy to do this short... No, that's a terrible idea. Shit. And you know, if I summon an NPC, you know there's no way they're going to make it through that corridor. So I would be committing myself, essentially, to going the long way. I'm doing worse at this than I did in the first place.